Have you ever wondered why India's independence holds such a significant place in world history? Well, let's delve into that. The significance of India's independence lies in its representation of the end of British colonial rule and the dawn of self-governance. This monumental shift happened on the 15th of August 1947. From that day forward, India began to write her own destiny, free from foreign domination. This was not just a political transition. It was the reclaiming of India's cultural identity and a reassertion of her rich heritage. It was a statement to the world that India was ready to stand on her own feet, to make her own decisions. India's independence was a testament to the resilience and unity of her people. Indeed, India's independence was a turning point, not just for the country, but for the entire world. But how did India achieve this monumental feat of independence, you may ask? The journey was far from easy. It was a path paved with the courage and sacrifice of countless freedom fighters and the unity of its diverse people. Our story begins in the year 1857, a time when the seeds of rebellion were sown in the hearts of brave warriors like Bipin Chandra Pal, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Lala Lajpat Rai, to name a few. They valiantly stood against the oppressive British rule, sparking the flame of the Indian freedom struggle. However, the movement didn't gain substantial momentum until the 20th century. Enter the scene, a man of great stature, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, fondly known as Mahatma Gandhi. His philosophy of non-violence and satyagraha, or truth force, became the guiding principles of the freedom movement. He believed in peaceful protests and civil disobedience as potent tools against the unjust British rule. Despite facing numerous obstacles and setbacks, Gandhiji persevered. He rallied the masses and united them under the banner of independence. He led numerous movements, from the famous Salt March to the Quit India movement. Each of these protests, each act of civil disobedience, chipped away at the seemingly impenetrable armor of the British Empire. Finally, after a tireless struggle that spanned over 90 years, the dawn of freedom arrived on the 15th of August, 1947. India at last broke free from the shackles of British rule. This day marked the birth of an independent India, a day celebrated ever since with great fervor as India's Independence Day. But the journey didn't end there. Having gained independence, India set out to establish itself as a republic, drafting its own constitution and embarking on a path of self-governance and development. Through relentless efforts and the unity of its people, India was finally able to break free from the shackles of British rule. The journey to independence was a testament to the indomitable spirit and tenacity of the Indian people, a narrative of triumph against adversity. Let's take a moment to review the key points we've discussed. We started our journey understanding the significance of India's independence. This crucial event, which took place on the 15th of August 1947, marked the end of British rule and the dawn of a new era in India's history. This day, celebrated annually as Independence Day, signifies the triumph of a long and arduous struggle for freedom. A struggle that was led by some of the most remarkable leaders the world has ever seen. Among these leaders, one name stands out: Mahatma Gandhi. Despite facing numerous challenges and obstacles, Gandhi's unwavering commitment to the principles of nonviolence and civil disobedience played a pivotal role in India's fight for independence. We also delved into the beginnings of the freedom struggle, tracing its roots back to the mid-19th century. The struggle, initially spearheaded by freedom fighters like Bipin Chandra Pal, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, and Lala Lajpat Rai, didn't see much success until the 20th century. However, the tide began to turn under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, who managed to unite the masses and lead the country towards freedom. Finally, we discussed the momentous day when India, after years of struggle and sacrifice, emerged as an independent nation. This day marked the beginning of a new chapter in India's history, a chapter that saw the country evolve into a democratic republic with its own constitution. In conclusion, India's independence was not just a significant event in the country's history, but a momentous milestone that reshaped the course of history itself. The journey to freedom, fraught with challenges, highlighted the indomitable spirit of the Indian people and their unwavering commitment to the ideals of freedom and democracy. This journey, and the brave men and women who led it, continue to inspire people across the globe. It is clear that India's independence was a momentous event that reshaped the course of history and continues to inspire people across the globe.